Hi, travelers. Just a quick update. First, I want to send a thank you to everyone who emailed me and texted me and put lovely little things under some of the videos and stuff about the great ice storm in Texas of 2021. I also want to send a huge thank you and a shout out to those of you who made donations. That was completely unexpected. We were without power for 4 days. We had no water for 7 days. Luckily, none of my pipes broke underneath my house. And my neighbor, God bless him, he must have bought the last generator in Corpus, and he put it in the driveway between our houses and threw us an extension cord over so that we were able to sleep in my daughter's bedroom and have a little space heater. I do have gas cooking and hot water heater, but there was no hot water because there was no electricity to the hot water heater. But I was able to cook using my stove top. I wasn't able to use my oven. And my little elderly neighbor, you guys remember me talking about her. I did not realize that her stove was electric. So she was over there for 2 days with no hot food to eat, no lights, no heat, and no water. Well, right? And so once I found out, I went over there and I'm able to cook. So I took her some hot food. And one of my friends contacted me and she's like, "Oh my God, girl, what did you do?" And I was like, "Girl, I'm a Virgo. You know I was prepared." She's like, "Oh, that's right. I forgot. I don't know what I was thinking." And so Sunday, the day before the storm, it blew in Sunday night. And so I got up early in the morning and I went to Walmart. Now, y'all know it must have been a serious, serious situation for me to go to Walmart because I don't ever go to Walmart. But I went to Walmart and I probably bought about $30 worth of tea light candles. And this lady was in line in front of me and she looked back and she saw all my candles and she says, "What you doing with all of those candles?" And I said, "The power's going to go out." And she's like, "Whatever." And I was like, "Oh, whatever," the next day because you was in the dark and I wasn't. So I had candles and I have hurricane lamps. And right after I left Walmart, I stopped at the Dollar Tree and I got $12 buckets because we had to drip our pipes. And so that's what I use to capture water. I'm dripping the water. I might as well, save it instead of just letting it go down the drain. And so I ended up giving 2 buckets to my elderly neighbor across the street so she could have some water, 3 buckets to my neighbor next door, and 2 buckets to another neighbor, and then 2 more buckets to another neighbor. So we were all able to capture our water like that and have water to boil so we could drink and cook and whatnot. We all have gas stoves here on this. All of our houses were built in the 40s. And so then once the power came back on after 4 days, of course that interrupted me getting the website back up and running. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But then we were without water. We couldn't find water. There was no food on the shelves. I mean, literally, it was the most craziest thing I've ever experienced. And I took all of my plants in and put them in the garage, but my raised bed garden was outside and I wrapped it up really well. And luckily I didn't lose any of my vegetables. So once the ice cleared and I was able to get outside, I was able to cut some fresh vegetables so that we would have stuff to put in the soup. So I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all back in 2018, you need to start growing your own food, and thinking of alternative water sources. I've got water barrels outside, and I told my daughter, if worst comes to worst, we'll just take the water out of the rain barrels, boil it, and we can use it. So it's just been crazy. And then all of a sudden, lights came back on, we got the water, and then boom, everything started happening. So I had tons of doctor's appointments. I'm driving my kid around to do stuff. I took my car to the mechanic today. He's probably going to bring it either Saturday or Sunday, but this is the only time that I have to get it done. And so the website is up and running, people. Took me a month to get it done, but I got it done. It looks great. However, because Mercury retrograde is not done, none of the booking forms, the pages will not redirect after the payment. And so several of you have just today have purchased readings. And let me give you your names because I emailed somebody early this morning to tell you, you need to get back with me with your information. And I have not heard back from you. So that person is Jane B. If you're watching this, you know who you are. You need to email me back. And also Anastasia P. So you guys email me back. And what I will need is your full birth date, day, month, and year. I need your sun sign, and then I need your question, okay? So if you would just do that and email it to me at hiddenlotustarot@gmail.com, that will save me a whole bunch of headache. I do have PayPal working on that. The merchant services are working on it, trying to see what the problem is, why the pages aren't redirecting back after you make payment. And so I'd like to apologize to you for that. I'm not back up to full speed until Monday. So anybody else who wants to purchase a reading, it's going to be Monday or after that I'm going to be able to get to you. If you want to buy between now and then, you will have to do what I just asked those other people to do, which is send me your information, your birth date, full birth date, day, month, and year, and your sun sign, and then your questions, okay? And that's all I need. I don't need anything else. And then I'll get back to you. So some of you received, I think I was turning back on the memberships, and some people was like, I'm not paying you for, I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. You know, if you don't want it, you know, if you had access still and you lost it, once I delete you out of the system, that's it, you lose it. But the rest of you, I went in, I wasn't able to give everybody that extra time that I said I was. So when your membership is about to expire, please contact me. You will receive an email from the website telling you that your membership is about to expire. Contact me and I will extend that, give you that extra time that I promised you. Let's see. Anything else that's happening? I'm going to be starting on the March readings after Monday. So y'all just kind of bear with me. This has been the craziest, ugliest, nastiest, most ludicrous. Oh, and I went and got my COVID shot. I had to drive 50 miles round trip to get it, but I got my first shot. And so I got the Moderna 2-dose. It made me feel a little lethargic and a little not well. And from what I understand, usually the first dose is tolerated pretty well, but that second dose can kind of knock you down for 18 to 48 hours. So we shall see how that goes. That'll be sometime whenever it'll be. They texted me like a drug dealer. You got to be here at 9 in the morning. I was like, what the hell? So it was so foggy that morning. It was absolutely, literally, we couldn't see 5 feet in front of the car. Oh, it was crazy. I took my daughter with me. And so that's what I've been doing. I am okay. I'm tired. I'm a bit stressed. And I can't work under those conditions. I don't like to give readings to people like that. And so just kind of bear with me, and I'm coming back. Also, I moved some things around on the website, on the menu, so you can look around. But now, oh, this is what I wanted to tell you. I didn't realize I had so many great articles. I've got great articles. And so now you have a place on the website that says read the blog on the menu. And when you click on it, it has all of the listings of the stuff that I have available. Now, I only have one video gallery up, and I'm still working on that. I'm explaining what the videos are. But I've got some other videos to put up on the website. And additionally, you members that are members already, you're going to get the first 3 classes for the tarot class module. You're going to get those free. So just bear with me, and I'll get those up, and I'll send out a newsletter when it's ready. So go in, take a look around. You can email me and tell me what you think, whether you like the way it looks or whether you don't. But it's much easier to navigate, way easier, much easier to find things. And last thing, I sent it out in the newsletter, but I'm going to say it again. I will no longer be dealing with Stripe payments for my products. Stripe, they only use coding. I'm not a coder, and I can't seem to get anybody there to assist me without wanting to talk to me about coding. And so I will not be using any more of their products as a payment for any more of their products. Now, I know some of you don't like PayPal, but PayPal accepts all major forms of payment. Okay, they even accept Diners Club. All right, and so there's no reason why, if you want to purchase a reading, that you shouldn't use PayPal. And another reason you should use PayPal is because they have not only buyer protection, they have seller protection, right? So that means, you know, if something ever happens, if you ever use PayPal to pay for something and people don't send you what you're asking for, or it's not what you paid for, or you haven't gotten it, they'll give you your money back. Okay, don't think this crap's gonna work with me because I got all of the booking forms, and you have to sign a digital form when you get a reading with me to say that yes, I got my product. So I'm just saying it's a good deal. And so you will be able to pay for memberships using Stripe because that comes built into a particular module that I have on my website. But they won't be getting no more of my little monies for any products. They just won't. And so I'm looking into getting Venmo, but Venmo they don't have their store thing up and running just yet. At least they didn't the last time I checked. And so, I'll update you as those things happen. And so with that being said, I just wanted to give you an update. I do really need for Jane B and Anastasia P to please send me your information so that I can get started on your readings. And then for the rest of you, starting next week, get to the channel because I'm going to start putting up the March readings. Go over to the website, even if you're not a member. You can go over to the website and kind of take a look around. There's some free articles there. And if you want to join, you can do 30 days for $7. That's more than what you pay for coffee at Starbucks during the week. So, I've got a 6-month membership for $28, and you get a full year for $50. And so if you don't want to go out that far, you can do 30 days. And after 30 days, there is no obligation. The 6-month and the 1 year are automatic recurring unless you cancel it. And you have the ability to cancel, upgrade, downgrade, pause, and cancel your subscription right there on the website. You don't need to contact me to ask me, cancel it. You don't need to do that. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can find my email address in the About box section. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on LinkedIn. And then I will see you guys in a few days. So until next time, take care and stay safe. Namaste.